distance between two people. You could do it in inches, you could do it in thought processes, but I'll tell you, the shortest distance is a laugh. Fellow Toastmasters, Mr. Toastmaster, and most welcome guests, the best medicine, give a dose. What is the best medicine? All of you in this club who are members, not guests, but who are members, and that includes Ruth, because she just got admitted, have an opportunity to give a wonderful dose of medicine in 2 weeks. What is she talking about? Well, I'm talking about none other than the opportunity to have some fun, to challenge yourself, to give yourself an opportunity to do something that you perhaps haven't done in a while, to stretch, to use your imagination, an opportunity to get instant feedback, and to experiment. What am I talking about? The opportunity that is afforded to you on August 22nd to be a humorous contestant in our speech contest. That's right. All of you who are members are eligible. The president is eligible, the EVP is eligible, no one is excluded. The only person in this room who couldn't do it would be our area governor. So Janet, I'm sorry, you can't participate because you're a district officer. But everyone else is eligible who is a member in good standing of this club. And you know what? If you haven't tried it, you really ought to think about it. It's not as difficult as you may envision it to be. On the other hand, it may be more difficult simply because you haven't tried to envision yourself doing it. I just came from the dentist this afternoon, and I thought to myself, as I left the dentist chair and exited to the waiting room and saw these two women engaged in conversation waiting for their turn, I said, they look really happy. And of course, I wasn't as happy as they were. I mean, I was relieved, but I wasn't as happy. I was a little sore in the mouth, needless to say. And I thought, why should they be looking so happy? So I said, oh, I hope you have as much fun as I just did. And out I went, and they were laughing as I left. So sometimes you can give a dose of humor when you're not even in a mood to do it. But it made me feel better, and obviously they were not looking forward to their dental visit either. They were trying to put it off. So there's an opportunity for all of us to think in terms of what can lighten your day, what can lighten someone else's day. What do you need to do in order to be a participant? Well, I've already told you everyone in the room is eligible. The speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes, which is what our traditional speeches are. 30 seconds under 4 minutes, or 30 seconds over 7 minutes, you would become disqualified. You need to have a speech that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's it. And it needs to be on a theme. What could you possibly speak on? Well, all of the things that happen in your life are things that could be spoken about. If you have a dog, I am sure there are funny stories about your dog or your animal. Here are some speeches that people in the Toastmaster Club that's in Washington, D.C. at the Senate building came up with. Ode to American Cowboys. Someone's speech was on that. Benefits and social consequences of not owning a television set. The tale of succeeding in life despite constantly being below average. And another one, the wedding toast for the brother, chronicling tender as well as hysterical events in childhood. All of those are speeches that have actually been given by speakers at the Senate Toastmaster building up in Washington, D.C. but you could speak on anything. And the experiences that you have are the best grits for the mill. Remember this, for those of you who are not American natives, who were not born here, laughter has no accent. So one of the things that you can do by taking the risk and becoming a humorous speaker, or at least joining into this event and taking the risk to give a humorous speech, is that you give yourself the opportunity to see how you can connect with people who are not of your culture or your background. And there's always a shorter distance if you're laughing with people than if you're not. So I want to encourage all of you to participate. I happen to be the contest chairperson, and I would like to see a huge lineup of people, so much so that I have to turn to our EVP and tell him, look, we can't hold two contests on August the 22nd. We need to separate and do the evaluation contest separately. Oh, and by the way, those of you who want to, you could participate in both contests. The evaluation contest is also open to any Toastmaster who's in good standing, and you get the opportunity to present and give yourself some exercise in evaluating, and if you're early as a presenter, get to hear a whole slew of other evaluations and compare yours with theirs. So it's a wonderful opportunity to join in our club contest, and I encourage you all to take a bite of the apple, to give yourself a dose, and to share with us your best medicine, a humorous speech. Toastmaster.